Murugesh, are you there?
Yeah, Gaurav.
Yeah, that ABP thing, right? Asia Bridge Program.
Yeah.
That's for undergraduate students, right?
No, actually, it is for both undergrad and masters. But I'm just highlighting our master's perspective. Undergrads, she is a master's recipient. So
Okay, okay, cool. No, actually, I'm checking the website right now. So, okay, I got masters also.
yeah, it is there for masters and bachelors. For PhD, it's not there.
Okay, okay.
There is this ADB also, if you recall.
Yeah, Asian. I thought that one only. So
Yeah,
that's why I said, we need experience and everything.
yeah. But it seems it's slightly different story. This one.
Okay.
So I just uploaded online. It's live in the YouTube now. So another few more minutes, we'll start.
Okay.
Isha, are you there? Uh,
Yes, I am there.
very soon we'll start. Just remind. From other parts of the world, this African countries are the time difference, they may be having more difficulty to join. Anyway, they can see the recorded version, no issue. Welcome, Vasant Bushal from Nepal. I don't know how much is the time difference. We'll start soon in another.
Sir, morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yesterday I received mail. Then I just calculated the time difference. It is only about 15 minutes. And sir, morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yesterday I received mail. Then I just get.
Gaurav, am I audible? My voice is clear?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
clear, sir.
Yeah. So we'll start with the session. I think let the people join. By then they will join. So
Right now we have only 9 participants. Means they will increase.
yeah, let them join slowly. It's like we are not sure whether everyone is joining because time zones are different. So we need to proceed ahead. Whoever is here, if you want to have questions, be ready with your questions. We'll have a discussion.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Pratisha, are you there? Hello. Sorry. Okay. I just wait. Yeah.
Yes, I am there now. I can unmute myself. Hello.
One second. I'm just making co-host, so you can unmute Gaurav whenever you want. I'm just giving a co.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Pratisha, can you go ahead? We'll start with the session.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hi, hello everyone. A warm welcome to you all. I am Pratyusha from the team Nimble Prerana. It's a great pleasure to introduce you all about the platform Nimble Prerana India. It's a platform aimed at It is a platform aimed at sharing wide range of useful information for your higher studies opportunities, especially in Japan. MEXT scholarship awardees of the founding team at Nimble Prerana initiated these webinar sessions to share wide information about the application process and also the interview guidance. Also, there will be videos related to 21st century cogitations to brainstorm with interesting thought process in your day-to-day lives. We thank you all for your immense response to the first webinar held on 30th August 2020. Also, we appreciate your aspirations to study in world-class stable research atmosphere, Japan. Without any further delay, let us move on to today's session. Over to you, Murugesh.
Yeah. Thank you, Pratisha. Just a minute. There is some glitch. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pratisha. Warm wishes to one and all present here. Also, I welcome my friend and co-speaker for the
Your voice is not
Gaurav.
audible.
Voice, am I?
No, not audible.
Just a minute. Hello, am I audible now?
It was too low. Voice was too low.
Gaurav, is it the same way?
No, it's fine for me.
Okay, maybe I'm having the problem. It's okay. You carry on.
Yeah, okay. So I welcome my friend and co-speaker for the day, Mr. Gaurav, who will be joining at Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences very soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gaurav Kumar, as told by the host, and I'll be joining Kyoto University of Advanced Science as a master's student in April 2021, and I'll be studying mechanical and electrical systems engineering. So I will be sharing the admission process for KUAS, that is Kyoto University of Advanced Science as well.
Gaurav, sorry, excuse me, Gaurav, 1 second.
ఏం వినిపించట్లేదా అయిపోయింది That's it.
Gaurav, 1 second.
Yeah.
So for bringing into the context, in the webinar one, Gaurav has presented on how to find research group or the professor and how to write emails. So you might have seen before. If you have not seen it, some people have joined in this webinar alone. You can refer to our channel. Is there is channel. Unfortunately, he couldn't be available online during the webinar one, but today we have his presence, so you can interact with him for any clarification or any new doubts. So going further, another speaker, Ms. Soumya, but she shared the guidelines yesterday, and the same has been circulated to you yesterday about ABP scholarship, Shizuoka University. Any questions regarding this also can be asked during the session. So we'll try to answer. If we couldn't answer, we'll get back from her. So we'll be sharing the answers to you. Myself, I am Murugesh, will be joining at Hokkaido University. Without further delay, let's start today's session. So our Gaurav also have a topic about his university and application procedure. We'll be going one by one. So this is the agenda, the brief application process and guidelines for those who are joining for the first time. This I have put up because there are some people who are not started the process, who are still in the beginning phase of how to approach. For those, I'll just brief it and we'll be sharing the links so they can refer full details in the previous webinar. And the special sessions, we scheduled the Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences. The notification has released for the admission. So that will be shared by Gaurav. And ADB Scholar, sorry, it is ABP Scholarship. There is a typing mistake. It's ABP Scholarship, Asia Bridge Program by Shizuoka University. It's already shared from Soumya. There are some queries which we have received online that will be answered by us in the coming few minutes. Some updates and suggestions will be shared based on the queries we are getting from the admission process and the application. Some people are already started contacting professors and they got some good responses, and there are also some discussion. I'll be sharing that summary, and then we'll open for the discussion today. So briefing about application process and guidelines. So the basically it's a common for many of the application process in abroad to study abroad. The application, sorry, there is a noise. Yeah. So the basic application will start in the same fashion. So we have to contact the professor and we have to get the consent. So in the MEXT scholarship, what we are talking today, the basic application will start with the getting a consent from the professor or prospective supervisor. So it may be happened like that. The consent of the professor, he can give directly if you have already discussions with him, or it may happen that he may schedule the interview. So that is a basic step. Then you can go ahead with the documents required and other procedures and the application process from the university website. So that is a tentative schedule that you can see full details in the webinar one. That links will be shared. It's already shared in the invitation. Along with that, we can share again, no issue. That's a basic application process. Then it will be followed the interviews and other stuff. That is the regular one. So that's about the basic application process. So I hope there are many people who are gone through this process. So I'm not going in details about this application process in the webinar 2 today. So moving on, the special sessions, why we are bringing these particular schemes here, because so far as we came across, there are some universities which deadlines has already announced. That is from Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences and University of Tokyo, even some School of Science in Hokkaido University and Kyushu University, TUT, Toyohashi University of Technology. So these universities, they already announced the notifications, including Tokyo Institute of Technology. So knowing these details will be helpful. So for now, we are scheduling and we are sharing this brief information about Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences application process. And further, full details will be shared in the due course by Gaurav. That will be sharing in another few more days. Now we'll have a brief overlook and guidelines or the comments from Gaurav. And AVP scholarship, which is already shared. So this link is provided already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Gaurav,
should I go ahead?
yeah, please start. Yeah.
Yeah. So hello everyone. So I'll be talking about the application procedures and the deadlines for the Kyoto University of Advanced Science. But before proceeding into that, let me tell you it is only for the people who are from mechanical and electrical engineering background. So the Faculty of Engineering is only having one program, that is mechanical and electrical engineering systems. So those who are not from engineering background, or those who are not from mechanical or electrical background, can skip this, part. So let's move ahead. So I'll be sharing my screen, and then I'll show you the website, and I'll read out the admission procedure for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So can you see the website right now?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah, so basically, this is the website for Kyoto University of Advanced Science, that is kuas.ac.jp /en. And first, we will be talking about the admission procedure. So once you go to admission and aid, you will find the undergraduate admission process and graduate admission process. So we will be taking both, parallelly. So first we will talk about undergraduate admission process. So once we click on that, we will go to deadlines, and first we will check the deadlines. So if you see the deadlines are started on October 1st. So it started recently itself, and the applications will close on October 30. That is for early entry, and the interviews is going to take place in mid-November, and the scholarships and results will be declared by December 4 itself. So this is the early entry dates. And if you talk about, so they have basically three entries for a year, and this is the regular entry, and this is the final entry. So this is all for undergraduate. So now if I talk about the scholarship, that is the most important part, that's why we are here. So if we talk about scholarship, then you can see there are two types of scholarship. The first is super KUAS scholarship. So if we go into the details of it, so you can see the stipend is I think 12 lakhs Japanese yen per year. So that's one lakh Japanese yen per month for a year. So that's the stipend you will be getting if you get this super KUAS scholarship. Then you will be getting tuition fee exemption and admission fee exemption. So this is for the super KUAS category. And if you talk about KUAS scholarship, so this is only tuition reduction and admission reduction. That is only, it's a 3-stage scholarship, like 100%. Some people may get 100% tuition and 100% admission. Some may get 50-50. So that's the second part of the scholarship. So you can try to make the application in such a way that you can back this first one. So that will it will make your life easier in Japan. So if you go into some other kinds of scholarship, so if you go in the website itself, they have listed few other scholarship, that is JASO scholarships, which they have mentioned the stipend, how much you will be getting, links. So everything is mentioned in details here. So you can check here. And like if you are from Korea, so you can see Korean Scholarship Foundation. Then if you are from Southeast Asian countries, so you can check about SGS Foundation Scholarship. So everything they have mentioned here, so you can go and check out these scholarships. Now, if you talk about graduate admission, so it's pretty much same. The deadlines is slight different. So the deadline, what here is different is like their application got opened on September 1st itself, and that's for early entry. So no need to worry. You can go for another entry at a regular entry. So yeah, so their application procedure is somewhat different than undergraduate. So here you can see there is a thing called prior supervisor consent. So here what you have to do is that within this time frame you have to go to some contact some professor at KUAS, and then you have to take the consent before you start your application procedure. So this is what makes this applying to this university slightly different. So once you get this consent, now you can start your application from October 1st to October 31st, and you can go ahead with the application procedure. So this is for the early entry. And if you have missed this opportunity, you can always go for the regular entry, which will start from December 1st to January 17. So yeah, so this is all about the deadlines for the graduate admission, that is the masters at doctors. And then we will be talking about scholarships, which is also important part here. So here they have again the same kind of scholarship, that is Super KUAS E scholarship and KUAS E scholarship. So in as per the undergraduate, it is almost same. So it's 12 lakh Japanese yen per year, that is 1 lakh yen per month. And then tuition exemption and admission fee exemptions, and then the second type of scholarship which I also mentioned in the undergraduate. So these are the scholarships which they will be providing. Now if we go about the admission process, like how you can apply and everything, so for that I'll be showing you a PDF, and then I'll talk in detail.
So basically that is a brochure, if I say.
Yeah, so that's the brochure they have given. Wait, I'll open it here only. Yeah. So this is the guidelines for the graduate admissions. So as you can see, it started in September. Like September 1st, you have to get the consent, and if you get the admit, you will be starting your master's program in September 2021. So if you talk about the procedures, let's if you want to read it, you can just download the guidelines from the website. It's not a big deal, but I'll talk about the important parameters you have to keep in mind before applying. So we'll go, yeah. So these are the deadlines which are also mentioned on the website. You can just go and check it out again. And so yeah, so first we will talk about the application fee. So the application fee is 5,000 Japanese yen. So since it's a university provided scholarship, that's why they're taking this application fee. Otherwise, if you are applying for MEXT, then they won't be charging the application fee. So it's around 5,000 Japanese yen, and you can make the payment using they have given an option Flyware. So that's very easy for making a payment. You can make payment from your local debit card or credit card. So once you paid the application fee and started your procedure, so first you have to do is that you check your eligibility. So what I said before also, that for master's program, so you will be needing a bachelor's in mechanical or electrical engineering. You should have a background from mechanical and electrical engineering. That's why this is program only for people who are in those disciplines, because the research is only oriented to those fields. So if you are from other backgrounds also, you can apply, no worries. But then you have to convince your professor from whom you are taking the consent, that you will be how you are going to be useful for them in that lab, or how you will be contributing your field to that research work. So it will be pretty difficult. So if you are from different background, then it is slight difficult, but if you are from mechanical or electrical, then it will be easy. So yeah, first step is eligibility. So as I told, eligibility is done. So now we will get the supervisor consent. So supervisor consent, it's pretty simple. You have to go to website, you have to go to the faculty pages, and then you have to check the professors, and then if your research and professor research are matching, then you note down their email ID and then start sending email to them for the consent before you start the process. So now after you get a consent from a professor, you just have to prepare all the documents, that is the application essay, academic transcripts, and other documents. We'll talk about that. And then the fourth step is, of course, apply online. And then you will, after your shortlisting and everything, they will be taking an online interview, and after that you will be getting your results. So this is all the requirements. You can read it later on. What I will be talking about is, yeah, this is an important parameter. So English language requirements. So as the this whole program of KUAS is conducted in English. Okay, so there is no Japanese language program, a Japanese language taught masters there. So everything is in English. So that's a good point. Who are not knowing Japanese, so they can start their course in English. And for that will have to give IELTS, TOEFL, or these all scores are tests are here. So you have to submit any scores of these tests. So personally, I'll suggest to submit these three tests, that is TOEFL, IELTS, or PT, because this is more widely accepted all over the world. So if you have these three, any of these three scores of this test, then you can submit. You have to submit otherwise, because if you're not from English speaking country, then you will have to submit this language proficiency. But if you are from US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Singapore, Ireland, and United Kingdom, so whose first language is English, so you won't be needing to submit this. Now, the second important part is prior supervisor consent. So as I said before, you'll have to go to this website, that is Faculty of Engineering and faculty list, and then you read about of the faculties, the research, what they're doing, field of research and everything, and then you write an email, which I have already mentioned in previous webinar, that how to write an email and everything. So once you write an email, once you get a consent, then you are good to go with the application procedure. So now if I talk about faculty list, like it's a brief list, I guess. So yeah, so there are disciplines you can notice, and all the disciplines are from, if you notice properly, it's from engineering background and basically electrical and mechanical engineering background. So you can always go through the guideline, everything is mentioned in detail. And now after you apply online, you just have to submit all the documents, then you will have to take, interview and everything. Now, if the required documents, if I talk about, it's the first is photograph, a research plan. So research plan is, of course, you will be discussing with the supervisor from whom you have got the consent. So once you are in touch with the supervisor, you will easily be able to write a research plan, then application essay. So essay like, why do you want to KUAS, and why do you want to take this subject? What have you done before, and everything you can write in an essay. And then transcripts, of course, then graduation certificate. If you are not graduated now, so you can also apply and you can submit this expected graduation certificate. And of course, the evidence of English language proficiency. So these all are basically pretty much same for all the universities. Then a letter of recommendation, of course, then passport copy. And this is not for the people who are not in this is only for the people who are in Japan right now. So it's you don't have to worry about this. So up to passport copy, you have to submit all the documents. And once you submit the documents, you are good to go. Your application is submitted. Now they will be shortlisting your application. They will scrutinize your documents, and then they will call you for online interview. And once the interview is also done, so they will be announcing results for both admission as well as the scholarship. So as I mentioned before, the scholarship is, they have two types of scholarship, that is Super KUAS and KUAS. So I have already shown what are the benefits of those scholarships. So these all are pretty much about scholarships. And then talking about accommodation and everything, so it's pretty much mentioned in the guideline that if you want to, stay in on-campus dormitory, then they will be charging you this amount. So this is basically after the admission. So once you get the admission, you have to do this, and these are the deadlines. So this is this all deadlines and everything will matter only after you get the acceptance or admission. So yeah, so that's all about KUAS. So I'll suggest you to go and check the website. So everything is mentioned in detail. So this is something which is other than MEXT scholarship, and those who are not able to get MEXT scholarship can definitely try this scholarship. And yeah, only if they are from mechanical and electrical engineering background. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think Gaurav, you have mentioned very nicely. There are many people who are confused when they are not able to clear the next round or next scholarship. So they can consider this scholarship, and even that ABP we have shared. And there are some more schemes. If you don't give up on your hopes, so remember these suggestions, and you can still explore with your opportunities. There are other opportunities. Here, only two departments, as he mentioned. There may be other departments. I remember it's in the MEXT website. We may circulate that list to all of you in the mails. So further, thank you, Gaurav. We'll continue further.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So next topic. Yeah. So we have understand how it is this procedure and application details of Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences. Before going further to clear here itself the doubt. So, are you there, Gaurav?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is for masters and PhD or only for masters?
This is for all undergraduate, masters, and PhD.
Okay, this is for all. Okay, good, good. Okay, Gaurav. So, next topic is like the queries which we have received online. So, Gaurav, you can take up whichever is finding relevant to you. You can support more with your awareness. So, we'll go one by one. We'll clear these doubts. Then we'll go for open discussions today. So, the tips on writing research proposal and accepted by professor. So I think this has been explained by our Gaurav in the previous webinar. So you can go through properly once again. It's
Yeah, or I can like adding to it. Yeah. So basically, the research proposal is something that is very important for you if you are applying for MEXT scholarship or any other scholarship, because you will be contacting professor, and professors won't entertain blank email. Blank email. I mean, the email which is having no content regarding the research. So if you're writing a research proposal, I'll say that you first go to the, first know about the professor to whom you are writing, first read about his or her publications, and then try to correlate your works, that is your background works, and with that a professor's work. So once you do that, you can write a proposal in a way that I have read your paper, and I that the point which I have read, you can mention the specific points which you have read, and then that you can tell that it was very interesting for me to read those points, and I can contribute to that research by my own background, by my experience in my own background, and how can you implement some what you can say innovation, or not innovation I will say, but yeah, some modifications, or some sort of contribution to the team. So if you are able to convince that to a professor, so you're definitely going to be accepted. So for that you will be needing a lot of reading, and reading will only come from reading research papers of that particular professor. So if you do that, I'm sure you will be writing a very good research proposal and accepted by a professor.
so you can follow these guidelines. Even if you get confused even further, see, it seems like you understood everything when we speak, or even if you hear from other friends. That's normal. It's not something you are only facing the issue. So if you get confused, if you don't get to do to the extent, to the best possible, you can write to us anytime. So we'll further again guide you with our awareness. So don't get stuck when you are trying for it. So how to find supervisors? It is connected to the same, right, Gaurav?
Yeah, correct. So for finding supervisors, you have to you have to search various websites like Google Scholar, Science Direct, and then there you will find a lot of professors who are writing the paper. So from there you can get the affiliation of that particular professor, that whether from which university he or she belongs, or you can do either way. You can find a professor first, and then know about his affiliations. So if you are targeting a particular country, I'll suggest you to go to Google Scholar, and there is a option, advanced option. So there you can filter out the countries from where the research paper is coming. And if you like right now we are talking about Japan, so you can fill the country of origin at Japan, and then you will be finding papers coming from Japan from all over the country, and the professors will be there from Japan. So once you start reading those papers, you will find the name of the professor and the email ID of professor. So you can go in that way.
Yeah, I think that is that one. And additionally, I would like to add, like, see, the searching for the research group or the professors, you can try all the ways. And additionally, I'm suggesting, like, use the keywords in the Google Scholar or even Google also. You find your interested research area as a keyword, and also the department and the university name or the Japan, the country. So just to give some keywords, so the Google will definitely give you some relevant results. Then go into the website, then check out. So that's another suggestion when you don't know anything or what to do and all. So that's another way. And the research proposal, the research papers, if you find, that is a very good idea. If you can get papers and you can read and convince them in the proposal, that is a really good idea. So professors are not replying the mail. Can you tell how should we approach them so that they will reply? I think this doubt is just raised again another friend in the chat box. So it is a see, it is something everyone should understand. It is a normal situation. I'm getting from many friends. Even when we approached, it's happened the same way. So we may not get it's the ratio. Sometimes it may be 1:20 or it may be 1:40 sometimes. So we have to be patient and we have to be thorough with our applications. Like you try to approach as much as professors from across the universities now and then when the university is announced that notifications. You approach the professor of your research interest, you still keep contacting. That is one side. Other side, they may take time to respond on various reasons. So we can't expect them to respond for all the mails. And in some cases, they might have already committed to some students. So if you stuck there, you will be losing other opportunities. So we'll highly recommend you or whoever is asking the question, others also will highly recommend keep trying and keep approaching the professors until you get one or two positive responses. Again, after getting the consent from professor, again the interview you may or may not clear. That may be another phase. For each university, the selection criteria it may slightly vary, even though you have performed very well. So we suggest keep go ahead for at least 2 to 3 applications till you clear the interview round. That's
Yeah, and I would like to add more onto this. Like, if you are writing an email to professor, then suppose you have written the first email and you haven't got the reply. So I'll suggest that you should wait for it. Don't send a reminder email, 1 week or in 2-3 days only.
yeah.
Sometimes what happens is that professor is busy with his or her own works, and they have listed, like, what I have personally seen, that professors will be marking your email that I'll reply this email later and after a week or sometime. And if in between that only, if you keep sending a reminder email, that will you give a bad impression about you, that he is not patient and he is not waiting for my reply. So it's better you approach various professors. That was very well suggested by by Murugesh. But I'll say that if you approach professors, then you should wait for the reply. Don't send reminder emails every one day, and then the chances, if the chances of reply is 50%, then the chances will be reduced by 25%. So
Yeah.
that is what I have observed.
Yeah, I think adding on to your words, see, when you let's say you waited for 1 month or so from the first mail, you still wanted to hear something from it. So you can try one more time, not more than 2 times, I'll suggest, because they might have decided that not to respond. They might have decided not to consider for your application. They might have not impressed by your profile. So
Yeah,
so I'll
correct.
suggest I'll add the words like in the second reminder after 1 month, whatever you are sending or the deadline is coming close, you can ask in 15 days, no issue. But in the second mail, the reminder mail, please try to put your complete efforts in the same way how you put in the first mail. Don't simply send a mail, I'm still looking forward for your reminder or whatever. You don't put that words. Instead, you put the same proposal and attachment. You can again request saying that there are some things missing. I have added more details. So please consider revisiting my profile or my proposal. So that may that will say that you are working still, and they may think that there may be something new which we don't see in the first mail. So that's your chance, like your choice of impressing professor in the second attempt. So try to think in that way when you are sending for second mail. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
Going on to the next question, if I got selected in the first round selection, is there any chance of missing the scholarship in the second round? Will MEXT help us to get acceptance letter? So technically speaking, MEXT will not interfere in the beginning or getting guides acceptance. So that is it's not true. And the first question of this one. So the first round selection is it's like a embassy round. Gaurav, can you rephrase?
Yeah, so I think he or she is talking about embassy round. So if he is selected for first round, see, every round is elimination round. So you can't say that if you are selected in first round, you will get a scholarship in second round. So suppose you are recommended by embassy in the first round, like now you can approach professors and get the letter of acceptance, then that's good. But there's still a chance of missing the scholarship in second round. So you can't say that you will not be missing the scholarship. So every round is elimination round, and you have to be careful with all the rounds.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's like see, the the MEXT scholarship or the MEXT slots for particular university or particular round intake, let's say April or October. So they will have fixed number of slots for each year, and it's not fixed again. I'm saying I said fixed. I'm saying again it's not fixed because it will be slightly varied in the overall number. So they will have constraints internally that we can't ask or we can't know beforehand. So whatever that, keep trying our best to impress the professors and get the response and keep trying for another option. That's a good suggestion.
But Murugesh, I'll say one thing, like this year's applicant will be having an advantage. I'll say how, because this year, if you see the embassy recommendation, many countries have canceled their embassy scholarship because of the COVID-19. So, the seats will be missing. The seats will be more for university recommendation now, because the university is gonna intake all the students, like number of students who are, like, suppose 100 students are coming each year for a university, 50 from embassy and 50 from university recommendation. But university, like, country is canceling the embassy, so they will be having that quota also to take from university recommendation. So I'll suggest that don't miss the chance to apply for university recommendation. Definitely apply and you will surely get it.
Yeah, that's true. And also there is some connection with the self-financed scholarship number of students and also the MEXT slots. So there is still there is some unknown uncertainty in the slots. Like this time we may not sure that how many people will be joining for self-funded scholarship because of the various reasons and they can't travel. So still it's uncertain the total number, and there is a high chance that they may increase also because it's the immediate year 2021. It may
Yeah.
affect 22, but the 2021 is like a good, we can say. Going further, any Tokyo applicants. So as such, we couldn't know full details, but there are some people. One of the applicant, they got some positive response from Tokyo School of Science, and they're waiting for this official deadlines. So Tokyo, they have released only for School of Science so far the deadlines of the application. So yeah, that one observation is there. Other than that, we don't have as such now, but there are students who already selected in the past years. So you can write to us if you have any specific doubt. So how about Kyoto University? So Kyoto University, it is the same procedures as any other university, but it's recommended that you can contact professor even though the deadlines are not out, because the professor will know if it is coming in the next month or something. They will tell you, please contact us in particular month or please proceed as such. If the professor is impressed with your profile, they will help you to go ahead with the application process. So it's allowed that you can contact now itself, even though if there is no deadlines are announced. What are the challenges faced during phase 2 of MEXT contacting Japanese university? What are the challenges faced during phase 2 of MEXT contacting Japanese university? So this is about embassy track. So there are many issues, like even we got some more queries from different parts of the world. Like they have to they have filled these slots, like what we call the application slot, the placements. They have filled 3 positions, 3 universities, and they have to get the response. So that's where our interview guidance from our MEXT embassy track people we have uploaded. They have said it's like it's not true that you need not to stick for the. I mean, it's you can change your placement preferences even after your first track. So that is just a tentative list. So you need not to worry as such. But the other issues, the professors may take time to respond, or they may not respond as you expected. So that is obvious.
Yeah, because if the phase 2 results of MEX are announced, so it will be announced for all over the world,
True.
and the people from students from all over the country, all over the world will start sending emails to the professor. So it will be a lots of email to a professor. So sending replies to all email will be very tough. So it's better if you are in touch with a professor before that, and if you're not, then don't lose the hope, because as said by Murugesh, if you have filled 3 universities, so you can change those 3 universities later on if you are getting selected in the first round, and then still you can try for the getting acceptance from a professor.
Yeah. Yeah, on the other side, we are highlighting like contacting professor and getting positive consent. That we are highlighting because even though you miss the embassy track, you miss the university track, you miss other scholarships, still there may be chances they can refer you for next admission or next intake, or even they can refer for another scholarship. So it's a highly recommended. You keep contacting, keep trying for your best. So that's a good thing. So how can we find out number of seats in each university? A lot for each branch like engineering, medical, etc. So this is something which is not fixed as such. As far as my observations, this number of slots, I heard it's like 6 to 9 sometime, but when I see the final numbers, there are 10 plus people. So I surprised, like it's not the fixed numbers. There may be some numbers in the website, and the flexibility of numbers they may not disclose in public. So for standard numbers in the past, once it is over, we can get. But before the admission process or before completion of the academic year, it's difficult to get as per my observation. Any comments, Gaurav, in this?
Yeah, basically, the seats vary from each university to university. If a university is, suppose, a prestigious national university, then they will have, of course, more seats than a university which is not so, well popular. So, and again, the competition will be high in the prestigious university. That's why they have more seats. But the exact number is, not disclosed, and it is on the university to decide.
So, want to know about details procedure for scholarship program for bachelors in Japan. So, this one we have shared our one scholar who got through MEXT scholarship undergraduate studies in Tokyo. So, you can refer to his comments, and he gave his contact at the end of the video. And also this ABP program, what we have shared in the mails. So that is from Shizuoka University. That is also for bachelors. Even our Gaurav, this Kyoto University of Advanced Sciences, that is for bachelors as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you can consider this one, and the MEXT scholarship, as we know, that one. The guidance for bachelors is slightly varied, so you can refer full details in separate videos. So going next, yeah, some updates and suggestions is that as we started in the first webinar, there is a good response from various parts of the world. It's very good, and some people have shared their issues and shared their suggestions. So we try to help with our awareness, and they got succeeded in some cases. So it's like some universities are started giving the consent from the professors, and some people have already given the notifications also. So that's I wanted to share, like there are some positive responses already. So you keep trying. It's a good time that you're thinking of MEXT scholarship in the month of October and September. It's the right time actually. So further, there are questions. Some are in the chat box. Is it visible to you also, Gaurav, or can I read it out?
No, I'm not able to read those questions.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So the embassy track interview is done. The results are not declared. So this comment, like we are not sure exactly, but as per our observations and discussion with our fellow members, it's like they're handling the visa process and departure process for the previous years, and they are going in this month and next month. So we are hoping some delay because of that one. They have to handle these formalities to go and safely allow them in Japan, the particular universities. So you may expect some more delay in the final results for embassy track. And the next question is that, can you tell about scholarship for research collaboration? This will speak at the end. Gaurav, this is, can you answer now itself, or we can answer later?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The question is like the research collaboration or the research internships sort of for scholars who are already enrolled in other countries, let's say India or other country. If they want to have some research collaboration, if they wanted to spend some months in Japan for getting some results and research experience.
Yeah, of course you can do that. It's actually possible. So for that, basically what you have to do is that you have to go to each lab page. Okay. So here it's slightly different. So basically for admissions, we are going to admission page and reading about the procedure. But here for getting collaboration and all those things, you have to go to the lab page of each particular lab in which you are interested, and check if they have any openings or not. So basically if a professor is interested to take any interns or collaborations, so he or she will be listing it on the website, lab website, that if you are like if you want to collaborate with us, then you can write me at this email address. So basically you have to go and check the lab pages, and then you will get to know more about it once you contact the professor. But yeah, that's absolutely possible, and I have personally tried that, and so yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, that is true. Even I went for internship with the same support. Like they have paid under the research category scholarship. I think around 5,000 slots will be there for a year. They will be paying around about 80,000 N per month. So it's up to 1 year, maximum of 1 year duration. So that they can approach. That will be not disclosed in the public, and we can't directly apply to the MEXT. The university has to apply. So it's good that we need to go and see each lab and each school of engineering or school of science, whatever. So individual schools. So another question is that what if we have English proficiency letter from the past university? So
Okay, so basically, I think you're talking about some certificate that you got from your university stating that English, your course was in English. So yeah, that may also work, but having an certificate, like having a IELTS, TOEFL score, or some international language score will give more edge to your application rather than a simple certificate from your university. So that is the basic difference. But yeah, if you have that English certificate, like stating that your program was in English and everything is there, that you can fulfill the English requirement, then that's also good. You can go ahead with the procedure. But again, if someone is having IELTS score, then of course that university will prefer the student who is having those scores, because that is more internationally accepted.
yeah, that's true. Like it's about your application weightage. So when you are in a competition, it will be like a slight negative to your application. So that's a comment. I think this is Asif from Kashmir. So another question is that I have been hearing your videos and trying for I'm confused at my side. Kindly guide me in regard that having writing mails to different professors, but could not get single reply. I know the constraints and I could not mail two different professors in the same university. Nor they are replying me when I should do. So is it, Gaurav, is it like we should not mail multiple professors in the same university? I think it's not true, right?
No, you can mail professors at same university, but yeah, if you are getting a reply from one university, then you should stop sending emails to another professors, because if you are talking to two professors at same time from same university, then that would be difficult later on in future. But sending the first email to different professors from same university is perfect. No issues.
Yeah. And the response of getting mails, and we have suggested how to approach that. You have to follow. If you can't get response, so you don't consider like 1:5 or 1:10. When you send 10 mails, you can't expect one reply. That may or may not be true. So we
Yeah.
have to follow our suggestions. So that's we have to put our efforts in
And
this.
even for the writing the email, the proper formation and everything, I think we have discussed this in previous webinar, I guess.
Yeah. So,
So you can check that out, and you should be proper with the email. That's all, because it should be brief and to the point, because professors are not having that much time to read your email in detail.
yeah. So can we send English proficiency test results after applying or getting admission before starting major? So this is again from Asif from Kashmir. Like, see, if you submit before major, starting major, that is, if you convince the professor or the school of admission, the particular office, it may be okay. But still, if they didn't consider in the weightage of your applications, it's like it's not good for your side. It's like
Yeah, it will affect the scholarship basically. They might consider your application, but they might reject your application for scholarship. Like I'm talking about the KUAS scholarship. Like if you talk about that, your scholarship.
yeah, that's true. Even for other schools, so they will have deadlines, and when we ask for these things, they will not. They will hold for some days until the safe deadline. When it is coming hard deadlines, no, they will not consider these things. So yes, I'd love to. So can I mail to different professors? We have already answered. Do we have to demand for any acceptance letter or just email consent is okay? Actually, I think Asi from Kashmir again, another doubt. So this is actually the professors in the Japan universities, they are aware, like when you ask for some consent or some approval from professor, they usually have some format and they'll send in the letterhead. Otherwise, you can still use a mail which will state that they are approving your application and they're willing to take into their laboratory. Like that, they will write in the mail or in the attached that proper letterhead. So they know this thing. We need not to worry as such. So how to proceed? Contacting supervisor, or if the topic covered in the past video, it is uploaded somewhere to watch. Yeah, this is already uploaded, Brian. You can see. We'll share it. Let me paste the link. By the time, Gaurav, you can answer the other doubts. I'll just paste these links here so that some people, they might have not seen in the channel. Kindly, can you tell the universities which are not famous? This is some general comment, but still you can comment, Gaurav, if you want to. Kindly, can you tell universities which are not famous and have more chances of selection? So the question we can't say like that, but still you can consider based on the number of schools like that. Can you comment?
Okay. Yeah, so basically that's an interesting question, and if you are willing to go to Japan anyhow, so that will be a good approach to contact the universities who are not that much prestigious and famous in Japan. So what you can do is that I'll give you a suggestion. You go to QS ranking website, you select the country as Japan, and you see the rankings of all the university, and you can go from the bottom of the page. So in that way you will know which university is at last. So that will help you in deciding the universities which are not so famous, because if the prestigious universities, they will always be on top of that list, QS ranking list. So that will be difficult to get in. And if you want to get in using MEXT or something, then you will have to go with that universities in which less people have approached. So that will be the universities which are having high rank in QS, that is like around 300, 400 or thousands or something like that. So go to the website, QS ranking website, and check the universities there.
Yeah. Other side is like some schools, like let's say the older universities, they will have so many schools. It is directly connected with the number of slots that they can offer. So you should not miss out applying the bigger universities where there are so many schools of engineering, science, and even other schools. So that you should consider. And kindly, can you see the links I have shared in the chat box? For those who didn't seen before, please watch some of the videos, and you can subscribe now and you can watch later also. It's up to your convenience. So there are videos about how to approach and how to apply and how to find a professor and how to write emails. Even the deadlines as per the last year, we have shared the deadlines in the first video about the process and steps by our friend from Myanmar. She has spoken very nicely in the video. So you can see that video. In the end of the video, you can find the deadlines as per last year. So that may give you some idea how to approach, when to approach to the professors. So further moving on, while searching on the Google Scholar, it takes a lot of time to find professors, and even though I tried. So Anik. So Google Scholar, I'm looking for master's integrated program in pharmacology, pharmacy. So it's like he's facing difficulty. He or she, I couldn't find. So they are facing difficulty to find professors through Google Scholar or through other channels.
So as I heard the question, it was like he or she is facing, he's taking a lot of time to find the professor.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, it's a time-taking procedure. You have to filter the professors very patiently. Okay, you can't get the list of all the professors from whole over Japan in one day. So you just have to keep looking for the research papers of your area, that is your background, related to your background, and then check the professors and affiliation. So that is the best way. You can't just get all of your professors in just one page of Google Scholar. So you just have to keep looking into it. And suppose if you are from if, as I heard, you are from pharmacology or something. So suppose your area of research is cancer cell. So you can just type the keyword cancer cell in Google Scholar, and then you can advanced search as Japan. So there you will see a lot of papers coming. Then you have to read each of them, not read, but at least read the abstract, and then you will get an idea about the paper, and then you see the affiliation of that professor. So that is the that is the whole procedure. So it's a time taking process, and you have to shortlist professors very carefully.
Asif, can you unmute yourself? Asif, are you there? Hello. Hello. You can speak on the doubts directly. I'm just given the option to unmute yourself. So
last question regarding MEXT university track. So we found a lot of universities in Japan that they are only accepting students.
wait. I think your internet connection
They
is.
have only few. They have only few universities.
Sorry, Asif, the internet connection.
Hello.
Poor. I couldn't hear you. So
Okay, sorry, sir.
yeah, just hold on. I'll just read out your question. I think it's difficult for you, the network issue. So it is like Gaurav there is asking, is trying to ask like there are many universities which are already having exchange programs and MOUs and all. So the universities which are general university recommendation. I think this is interpretation, right? Can I say like that?
So, like, is it talking about the MOUs between some Indian universities and Japanese, or some other universities?
Some other universities, it seems like he's feeling difficult to find universities. So he's thinking that they may not respond to other people who are not in the MOU or who are not having exchange programs. I think it's
no. That's actually not true. So if you are targeting a professor, so professor might not be knowing about MOU also. So it's not like a professor will see that, okay, this guy has emailed me from this country. I'll check that his university is having MOU with my university or not. So professors are not having that much time to do the background research. So if your email is interesting, your research proposal is interesting, so he or she will definitely reply.
Yeah. So next question is, I think Asif, we have answered you. So don't get worried about that one. You can approach still. That's not like that. If they have exchange programs and MOUs, they will have different schemes for MEXT recommendation. So it won't contradict with other applications. So don't worry. So other question is that how much time will it take for evaluation? Sorry, this is Noor Rahim. So how much time it will take to evaluate the documents after submission of application? So this is deadlines concerned. We have already shared. It usually takes some 2 to 3 months. They will take to evaluate and respond back for each time. So you can see the deadlines in the website and also in our video, which we shared. So the next question, can you share the deadlines of different universities that we have shared in the links? You can open the first link that you can find in the last few, Basanta Bhusal. You can find in the last few minutes that video. It's Anik. Okay, Anik, Mr. Anik. Okay. So question from Gaurav sir, I want to apply for Gaurav, there is a specific question about your KUAS scholarship in mechanical engineering by Bhusal. So while writing the mail to professor, is it necessary to send a CV? Please answer my question. I'm giving you option to unmute yourself. Please, you can speak any other doubt. He will, by the time he will explain you.
Yeah, actually it is necessary to attach the CV. If you see the guidelines properly, Like I was briefing the guideline, but if you read the guideline properly, so they have attached the CV format in the website itself. So you have to make your CV in that particular format and then research proposal, and then you have to send the email. So yeah,
Sir,
CV is necessary.
sir, suppose I want to apply for MEXT scholarship, then I have to pay the application fee, or what is the procedure exactly?
No,
The
no, no.
difference
For
between
MEXT
all.
scholarship, there is no application fee because it's a government scholarship, so they won't be charging any application fee. But yeah, for the university scholarship, like you can say it's a private university scholarship. So for that, they will be accepting some application charges.
Okay, then
But it's better to apply for that scholarship as well, because there are chances that MEXT scholarship, there is as we all know that it's difficult to get MEXT scholarship, so it's better to go with the second options also. So
we
you
can
can
go
go,
parallelly also.
yeah, parallelly also.
Okay, sir. Sir, you're in which field? I am also mechanical background. I have also graduated from India. Sir, does the college ranking matter or not? I have studied in private college from India. Can you?
Okay. Actually, they will inquire, like they will search about your college, like they will check about your university or college, and if it is somewhat popular, or like it's a state university or national university, then they won't be inquiring much. But yeah, if it is private or not so famous in your country, then they will of course asking about the university during your interview. Okay, so they'll be asking about like what did you do and how well is your university. So you might face questions like that also, because I've seen people facing those questions. But
Yeah.
yeah, but again, it will be up to you how you are able to answer those questions, and if you are able to make a good proposal and everything, so it won't affect that much.
Sir, another question, sir. Suppose I get consent letter from the professor, then we have to write the research proposal by consulting with the professor, or how we have to write?
Yeah, the first proposal is like it's what you can say is it's only for the professor. Okay, like you have to convince the professor, but while filling the application, you have to consult with the professor and you can modify that proposal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would like to add another suggestion about the university weightage. What you're asking, so it's like Gaurav said, they may evaluate in that perspective, or they may ask you, they may directly in the marks list, they will see the toppers percentage and they'll see yours percentage. They'll see localized evaluation. They may not see comparison with other universities, but they may compare within your university, particular university, particular school, what is your the ranking or your course, your academic background, like that they may verify. And I have seen the situations where the university, it's not even it's just a beginning phase, still they got in a good universities, so it's not directly connected with the university and the reputation. So it's up to your profile and your interest actually.
Sir, another question, sir. Sir, my scores are in percentage. Then it is necessary to convert into GP or something like that. We can send the results in percentage itself.
When you contact professor, I think there is no issue, they will understand the percentages.
But
Okay,
I'll
sir.
say that you can email you can send application with all the conversion. There will be a conversion formula in your university, right?
True.
So how are they calculating marks, credits, and everything? So once you upload the transcript, you can upload that thing also with that.
Okay, sir. Sir, one another question, sir. While getting the consent letter, we need to upload the transcripts also, or just CV?
No, CV and research proposal. I think it's mentioned on the website. If you read it properly, then
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And Gaurav, there is another question. Basant, I think we have answered your questions.
Yes, sir.
You may hear others questions, so it may helpful for you also. So there is another question from Tokyo Tech University. They're asking for application fee. It's little bit higher. What should be done with this? So I didn't remember like there is a fee before our acceptance or before our admission confirmation.
no. Actually, there is fee for some different kind of scholarship. So it's not for MEXT. MEXT is not. They're not taking any fee for MEXT. But yeah, if you're applying for any other scholarship, as I mentioned, as I was showing you the page of KUAS also. If you see, if you go down the page, you will see a lot of other scholarships also. like JASO scholarship and some Korean scholarship for Korean students, a South Asian scholarship for South Asian countries. So yeah, there are various scholarships like that. So they have some application charge.
I think we have answered. I have applied for first phase of KUAS supervisor recommendation, but he didn't respond until now. How can we apply in the second phase for second recommendation? Gaurav, I think the KUAS we can't directly apply to the professor. Is it like that? If I am right?
No, you have to take a consent from professor. Then you have to apply from application, application portal.
I think I see in the portal like there is a portal we can fill our details and they will send that profile to professor. It seems. Is it like?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I think this particular person who is asking doubt, if you didn't get respond till now, you just don't stick to that one. Keep trying for other things in the second phase. Or
Yeah, because there are 3 phases as I mentioned, like 3 tracks, early, regular, or some tracks. So you can go for the regular one now. If you can modify your proposal and all those things and apply again.
yeah. So yeah, doubts. So you can unmute yourself, Anik. You are saying something. You want to ask some doubts, Mr. Anik?
Yeah. Hi, this is Anik here. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I said, I was searching for this pharmacology thing. So I want to pursue pharmacology as master's or an integrated program. Actually, I searched with the Google Scholar. Like I was searching before also, and I found that I got some professors, but then I tried to contact them. Like it happened with the Kyushu University with me. Like exactly what happened. I tried to contact them with the mail ID which is given in the university website. Like while I mailed them, the mail got failure and it says the mail is inappropriate. And I then directly contact directly with the university administration. They said no, the mail is correct, you can contact them, but again the same issues. So I find this problem with some of the universities. So in this case, what should I do? And regarding with this thing, like the guy also asked with this thing, like I had a query, like this Tokyo university is giving this MEXT scholarship, but in their website they have strictly written that their application fees need to be paid before applying. So overall, so other than mixed, if we approach through the university track, so in that case I think we need to pay the application fees. Is it that so?
See, actually, what I'll tell you first query is like regarding the email ID. So there is a possibility that email ID is correct and you are making some typo. So that is a possibility. But yeah, the other possibility is that the email box, like email ID in which you are sending, the email ID is full of the emails. That way, it is not accepting more emails. So that is also a possibility. But what you can do is that I'll suggest you can search the name of the professor, and then you can go to his or her lab page, and then you can find if there is second email ID or not, and from there you can email that professor. And if that is also not working, then you can find that professor on some websites like ResearchGate or academia. So you can directly message the professor over there also. So it's not a big issue to be in touch with professor anywhere. So second question is regarding the application fee. Application fee, I was not aware of, like MEXT is also MEXT university recommendation has also started taking application fees. But if that is the case, then yeah, there is a possibility, because in other countries also, some university, like if you talk about countries like China or Germany, then there also the universities are public funded, but still they are taking application charges. So there may be a possibility that U Tokyo has also started that.
I think they are referring here Tokyo Tech. Tokyo, I'm not sure. I have seen, but I didn't find it. But Tokyo Tech also have contacted in the past, but I didn't find as such. But maybe there may be changes.
Yeah, possibility can be there. No, like if suppose the applications are coming in a huge number and they want to put some barrier to that, so they will put application fee barrier on that.
All
So
right, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And regarding that error, I think Anik, you can see, you can send a screenshot to our admin email ID in the WhatsApp. So I think we can read out there. Maybe we can see the error. We can understand why it is coming bouncing back or something.
No, actually, I tried to contact with the, there's a Facebook page. Like I tried to contact with the different people. Like some of the fellows who were in Japan, like they are saying like sometimes it happened. I mean
Yeah, that is
the
what Gaurav said. That is true. Sometimes because of technical issues, it will happen.
yeah. So like one of the fellow has guided me. He said like you just drop a mail to the administration office of that particular university and just stating that you are so and so and you are applying this. So like it would be very helpful, like if they help you out. So they said that that would be the solution for that thing.
So yeah, I think others, any other doubts, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. So anyone else who wanted to ask something? Okay. If not, so we would like to share one more information for you people who are attending here. So we will be happy to help you people one-to-one doubts or clarifications in the weekends. So our friend Gaurav also is convinced to share the support. Like there may be doubts which we stuck every time. You can write back to us in the WhatsApp, and you can still if there is a necessity of discussion in the call, we will help you in the weekend. So you can contact us your doubts through our WhatsApp group. I think the WhatsApp you're all there in the WhatsApp group. If not, you can write to us with our. I think the mail ID is not shared. It's a nimbleprerana@gmail.com. So you can write to that one. So we'll share that links. So I think anything else, Gaurav, you would like to share any comments at the end?
Not exactly. So basically, before ending, I will only say one thing that keep applying, don't lose hope. There are a lot of opportunity to go to Japan.
Yeah. So let me put this email ID. Yeah, nimbleprerana@gmail.com, and also you can WhatsApp to us at you can WhatsApp to this number. So we'll based on the query, if it is required to have a discussion or something, we'll have it. Otherwise, we'll answer in the text itself in the WhatsApp. So I think it's a +91. Sorry. Yeah. So we'll close the session now. So firstly, I'd like to thank Pratisha for the introduction in the beginning, and then our Gaurav and our fellow members who are supported this event directly and indirectly. Even the Saumya who didn't join here, but she supported with the feedback about Shizuoka University Scholarship ABP, and all the participants and aspiring students who spent your valuable time with us. So we wish you all the best for your application process. Thank you. So I'm closing this call now.